Well, I'm really excited about this new segment. The man, the myth, the legend, Smoke and Patty Gregoire joins me now for Greggy's Gamers. And each week we take a look at 3 players that have stood out and we show them some love. First up, out the Odor, it's a player that we've become quite familiar with that steps up in the clutch. Patty, take it away.
Thanks, Tyson. For my first gamer of the week, I got to go with Tom Schreiber of the Toronto Rock, and how couldn't I? 5 goals, 3 assists, but the biggest play of them all came with 19.6 seconds left, where he scored an absolute beauty breakaway short-handed marker to send this game into overtime. The Rock eventually go on to win in OT against the Philadelphia Wings, but overall, I felt like the Toronto Rock were kind of out of sync. There really wasn't much going for them on offense, except for Tom Schreiber and Adam Jones. They seemed to be the only 2 guys that had some consistency up there up front. They actually combined for 10 of the 11 goals that the Rock scored. But as the old adage goes, good teams find ways to win when things aren't working for them. And also, good players can sometimes just will their team to victory, and that's exactly what happened with Captain America on Friday night.
Next up out the D-door, it's a player that leads his team both on and off the floor, and while he's been strong defensively this season, he leads all defenders in scoring.
Tyson, in our IL indoor season predictions, pretty much everyone across the board picked Graham Hossack to repeat as Defensive Player of the Year, except for one person. That was Brian Shanahan. Our boy picked Steve Priolo, and what a pick that could be, because you can't really argue it right now. Priolo has been one of, if not the best defender in the National Lacrosse League throughout the first 4 weeks of this season. And on Saturday night, we pretty much saw a vintage Steve Priolo performance. The Buffalo Bandits captain was a force on loose balls. He was tremendous in his own end. He was pushing the ball up the floor, creating scoring opportunities, and of course, just getting the ball into the offensive zone, allowing those high-powered forwards to get as much time in the offensive zone as possible. The only thing that we were missing from a vintage Steve Priolo outing was that fight with another heavyweight, but we didn't get to see that. But one thing we got to see was Priolo get a little bit of power play time, and boy, we saw a beauty B2B goal off a rebound. Just shows the skills that Steve Priolo has as well. A great performance, and that's why he's one of my Greggy's Gamers.
Next up between the pipes, we've got the 2018 Goaltender of the Year award winner, and he's in mid-season form.
Well, Tyson, it's official. No goalie has stopped more rubber in the history of the National Lacrosse League than Matt Vince. On Saturday night, we saw him surpass his new goalie coach and his former teammate, Anthony Cosmo, for number 1 in all-time NLL saves. And to make the night even more special, he does it against his old team, the Rochester Nighthawks. In my books, just solidifying himself as the goalie GOAT. But records aside, let's just focus on the actual performance he put on Saturday night. 55 saves, holding this high-powered Rochester Nighthawks offense to just 4 goals, which is unbelievably unheard of. The guy was unreal. I thought it was one of the best performances that we've probably seen from Vino in years, and this is a guy that won the 2018 Goaltender of the Year. I mean, there were people who were worried that maybe Vino lost a step or he wasn't meshing with this defense. Well, you can put that all to rest because Vino is back and he is hungry to bring an NLL Cup back to the 716.
Well, thank you very much, Smoke and Patty Gregoire. Be sure to tune in every week for Greggy's Gamers. This is the Lacrosse Flash. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.